Welcome to the first episode of my interviews with OA4. What's up, man? How are you?
I love it. Thank you so much for having me, man. This is actually my first interview ever myself, so I'm pretty excited about that.
Yeah. That's awesome. So
I'm doing good.
Man, I was not expecting that when we were able to meet. I wasn't expecting this. I've seen it on Twitter, but I wasn't expecting it. So I know before we started the interview, you said this is a part of your paintball persona. So break that down for me. What's the backstory?
So the backstory is, so we have a paintball club called the 6'8 Juggalos, which I'm the co-founder of. And we are big ICP fans, so Insane Clown Posse, for some people that know them. So we're basically juggalos that shoot 6'8 calibers. So we call ourselves the 6'8 Juggalos.
That's awesome.
And it was just painted. Like it started with just a little bit of paint, but now it's just full on, and we're just like a big crew. Like I would just love it. Yeah.
That's awesome, man. So when you guys go out to the paintball field, do you scare the hell out of rentals?
They do look at us, yeah, they do look at us pretty funny sometimes, but we're very approachable, and they come and ask us, hey, what's up with the face paint, and I think it's a good introduction, and then they're very curious too, right? They're kids, like they want to know what it's about. Right?
That's awesome, man. You have a little bit of accent, so definitely sounds like you're from Jersey, right? Jersey.
French,
New Jersey?
French, Quebec, yeah.
Quebec. All right, so of course, a lot of our viewers may not know where Quebec is. That's definitely what, right in what, California, right? Quebec, California.
No, it's East Coast, just up New York. Yeah, just up New York. Yeah.
So you're Canadian, right?
Yes.
All right. How do you guys actually play paintball? I thought it always snows in Canada.
Okay, so paintball wise here, so we play a lot of bush ball, So that's how we started. Small crew, like a little smaller crew and stuff like that. And then I got introduced to the bigger scene after that, like the scenario and things like that. So we're very, very aggressive, I would say. Our paintball style is very aggressive around here.
That's amazing. All right, so what are you? Are you a speedballer? You are a pump player, Magfed?
So at the moment, I'm focusing more on my speedball. So I'm on my third year of speedball, and we're focusing a little bit more on that. I did start it in the woods quite a bit. And then I bought a TMC. So I run the TMC on occasion now, and I also have a pump as well. So I got into the pump after a little later after speedball. I was like, I want to get into the pump, the pump action, right?
Yeah,
it's a little bit more tactical. It's a little different gameplay. So
how many balls a second do you shoot with pump? Did you calculate it yet?
No, I haven't been there, and I'm not the best. So I'm not the best at the actual pump.
It's pretty hard, man. I've tried it before. Yeah. To try to get the timing right with the pump action, it's harder than playing Magfed.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, and I do miss a lot of kills. Like when I'm playing pump, and I'm just like, and I'm like, oh man, this would have been people. I would have got you. You know what I mean? Like, or even my TMC. You know what I mean? Like with the mech a little bit, being able to run a little bit of your trigger, but now you have to focus on your pump, and sometimes you do the double pump as well, right? Which is just
All right, wait. So for those of you that are out there that haven't played paintball a lot, I'm going to put up an image of a pump paintball gun. So it's not like a shotgun. It still looks like a normal paintball gun, but in order for you to shoot it, you have to pump it back and forth to get the air into the chamber. It doesn't automatically recycle. So it takes a much more patient and skilled player. And YSO CeRiouS, I don't know. I'm looking at the face paint. It doesn't look like you're that patient. It doesn't look like you're that patient at all.
Yeah, I am not. And one thing I'm going to say about the pump, playing with a pump marker, is those kills feel so good. Because you took your time, you pumped it right, you aim, because you have one shot, you get your shot in, and when you see it go and it hit, it's just like, oh my God, it's just like.
Tell me about it. So when somebody's behind a bunker and you're able to aim it just right, time it just right, and they pop their head out, and it's like that.
Oh yeah. It's the most beautiful feeling. Yeah.
So, all right. So you have a TMC, and it sounds like you've been to some of the bigger scenario games. And from what I understand, in Canada, you guys have some amazing scenario games out there. Like serious, like holy crap, thousands of people on the field. So in that type of environment, which gun do you take? Do you take your pump? Do you take your speedball? Do you take your Magfed?
I will bring them all three. Usually I will bring them all three, and then I will just like focus, because it's a unlimited respawn. So you have the time to go back to okay, I'm going to go run my pump a little bit. I know where those guys are, like I want to go back, get my revenge, but I'll do it with my pump.
I love it.
It's just, yeah. So it's just like a little bit more options,
Yeah.
I ran my TMC as well at a big scenario game. I didn't run it with my mags though. I ran it with my hopper, so it was basically just like a mech.
Yeah,
and it did great like the whole day. Like TMC would I can swear by it. Like it's a solid gun, really nice.
It's like Tipmans. Tipmans are like they call like an AK-47. You could drop it in the mud and it's good to go. The TMC is a Tipman, and as long as you keep it clean on the inside, you pull it back and it starts to fire.
And you're all good, yeah. And so, I will take as well my as a backup, I have an ETA 4, so Planet Eclipse ETA 4, so it's a full automatic, and then I'll bring that just for the beginning of the games. Usually I'll just go run and gun and. So
how much do you spend in paint when you go out to one of the big games? Because it sounds like if you're running and gunning, it sounds like you have a couple cases that you're going through.
Yeah, minimum. Yeah, it's a minimum for me every event. So either speedball or speedball is a little bit more, but for a scenario game for me it's at least two cases.
At least two cases?
Yeah. I need 2 cases, so that's 4,000. Yeah, 4,000 rounds. And sometimes I'll go by, depending on the finals, like at the end of the day, and then if we really have to push, then I'll go buy an extra, half a box, so another 1,000 rounds. So
wow.
I usually go between, yeah.
So you're telling me that in some of the games you're shooting about 5,000 rounds?
Yeah.
Wow.
In a day, yeah.
In a day. Sounds like a lot of fun. All right, so
it is.
Let me get into one of. I guess these are the questions that my guys have made for me. All right. Tell me about one of the funniest moments that you've had playing paintball.
So funniest moment, and it's also my fondest one. So we went to a 3 versus 3 tournament in Richmond Indoor Paintball. Place, by the way. And we ended up getting second place. And
congratulations.
Yeah. And since we live on an island here, so our team is from Vancouver Island, and we travel to the mainland to go there. And the third place team was like, I hope your ferry gets canceled. And the ferry ended up getting canceled. So we were stuck, all four of us stuck there. So we ended up taking an hotel room and doing the whole thing, go out for dinner. And like the whole thing was just like for me, it was the funniest, the most fun. I got to like actually hang out with the guys after and like get to know them and stuff like that. So yeah. So that was probably the funniest and the most fun moment for me anyway. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's awesome. But you guys were able to make it home safe after that, right?
The day after, yeah. So we made it the day after. So I had to call for work and stuff like that. Hey, I can't make it. I'm at the paintball tournament, but there's no ferry.
Well, that's a perfect reason to call out from work. Hey, I'm playing paintball. Just letting you know I'm not going to be in today. So, wait.
The thing was, go ahead.
No, you go ahead.
Oh, yeah, and the funniest thing is when we traveled there, so the morning, we left early in the morning, and it was a beautiful day, nothing, nothing in the weather.
Out of the ordinary or anything?
Yeah, the day it was just storm, blizzard, and it was just like, yeah, it was just shut down. Yeah,
That's crazy.
So it was pretty funny. Yeah.
So wait. When you guys arrived at the tournament, right? Did you have the face?
Always, yeah.
You had the face. Did that throw anybody off? Were they like?
The people that don't know us, like it does, like we do get the look that who the hell are those guys? You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Like it's we do get that, but for the people that know who we are and they're starting to know, hey, you know, those guys are good clowns. You know what I'm saying? Like
those guys are good clowns.
Yeah. And don't sleep on them. Don't sleep on them. Yeah.
But you guys came in second. How many teams were competing?
I think there was that day. So we had 3 classes. There was the Magfed class, the Pump class, and then the Open class. So we ended up going in the Open class, and I think there was like 6 teams or something like that.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome.
Some teams were playing Magfed and Pump, and like that didn't play in the Open class. So I would say there was about like 15 teams total, like about 15, 16 teams total.
That's awesome. So I have another question for you, paintball question. I have 2 more questions for you before we finish. So have you gotten hit with a first strike round yet?
Yes, I have. And it's Brian Fauché. I don't know if you know him, Nightmare Paintball.
Yes.
Nightmare Paintball, man. Yeah, I still have that. Like I think it's right here. I can see him. And I was playing against him one day, and I looked. I was saying, he's right, and it just hit me right here. And like I saw it, and I picked it up. And it was broken. All I had was the shell, and it just stopped me from talking like right away. And I was like, oh man, and then I just walked out. Yeah.
What were you running that day? What type of gun were you running that day?
I was running a slingshot.
Wait, hold on. Time out. Because you didn't tell us this was a part of your arsenal. So you were running...
Part of my arsenal, yeah, that day, yeah. I was shooting frostbites with a slingshot, and I regret that. I was like, oh man, this is nightmare. I'm in trouble. You know, like I wish I had anything else, but I'm in trouble.
Did you get him to at least sign your neck after he shot you?
No, I did not. Yeah, I did not. Yeah.
Well, that's a pretty interesting fact. All right, so this is my last question for you. Why do you think paintball isn't a bigger like international or nationalized competitive sport? Because you know a lot of people talk about things like tennis and golf. Like golf, they tell me golf is a sport, or in bowling a sport, or even playing on like Call of Duty right now is being considered a sport. Why isn't paintball getting more attention and becoming bigger out there? What are your thoughts?
Yeah, or even the Olympics, you know, let's go big here, you know, like why is it not an Olympics?
Why is it not an Olympic sport?
Because if you watch the the NXL or even you know some of the mech tournaments down in the States that they have, you know, the competition is just like way up there.
Right.
And so for me, I think personally, it's just because of the
gun aspect.
The aspect of, you know, somebody has a gun and is shooting at somebody. I think that's the only reason, like for me, that it's not like a more recognized or more respected sport.
That's fair enough. That's fair enough.
It is an extreme sport, you know. It is, you know, all your muscle will be used, all your brain will be used, you know, everything will be used when you're on the field. But I think that's what it is. I think that's why it is a little frowned upon. It's just that's because it's people shooting at each other. For me, that's the only reason.
I think that's a pretty good point. I think you bring out a very good point about that. Hopefully we'll be able to get that to change. Actually, now I have one more question. In Canada, so I'm in the States. I'm in the United States. I'm pretty sure you know, if you listen to any type of news, we're gun-loving fanatics that everybody has a gun everywhere, and it's pretty damn accurate. how is it with guns in Canada? And I heard that they passed some type of law that said that you can't have paintball guns or airsoft guns that replicate actual like rifles and things like that. So how does that play in with you guys?
So at the moment we're not getting too much trouble over it. So it's been talked about. I think it was last year they came or the year before they came really big about it, like posting and it was big on our scene. Like everybody was like, "What are we gonna do?" Like the TMC is a M4 replica,
right?
So I kind of was like, "Oh my god!" Like, like what's gonna happen and stuff
right.
like that. So as for now, it's like we don't have much restriction regarding that. So like a story that we had a bush ball game and some rangers showed up, like forest rangers. So basically, like, hey, what's going on? And they saw our, I had my TMC on. My buddy had his T15 with like the scope and everything, and they were just blown away. Like they actually stopped and hung out for a little bit and like a couple hours, and they were just like, asking us question about it and stuff like that, right? So the report went in and nothing came out of it, but I do remember a couple of years ago was a big issue. We're worried about it, but as of now, we're pretty good on that. So.
Awesome. Why So Serious? Thank you for being my first interview. Before we get done, is there anything that you want to put plugs out for? So do you have a YouTube, Twitter, Instagram? What are your Twitter, Instagram, or your handles?
Yeah, so Why So Serious on Twitter, although, it's my fun, that's my fun time. I post a lot of weird stuff sometimes. So.
I love the weird stuff. I went through it and I was like, this is funny as hell.
Yeah, so yeah, if you have that in mind that it's going to be funny, yes, it's all about entertainment on there. I want to plug my local field, Central Island Paintball. If anybody's interested, we do it all there. There is bush ball, we have mock cities, we have villages, and we got a brand new speedball field now as well, full-size speedball field. So we're able to go there anytime. Check them out on Facebook, Central Island Paintball, or even Google. And the owner is Tom Palmer. I gotta give him a big shout out. He does a lot for us, and I want to thank him for that.
Awesome. I appreciate it, man. Thank you so much.
Yo.
Oh, hey, CeRiouS here. I just want to give a shout out to a few people and my teammates that I forgot during the interview. My teammates, the Berserkers. I love you guys. Let's get first place the next one. My team Hellfire, my Whizball team. Love you guys. Whoop whoop. And BC Supernats, the local team here at CIP. For letting us play with them, practice with them, showing us some good tricks. Appreciate that a lot. All right, let's go watch that gameplay footage. Not much cover over there. Go see Pepper.
Uphill though, bro. I spent myself. I can't do turning next weekend.
Did you know
I just spent myself. I was thinking I had first strikes. I was thinking I'll cut through these branches when they're shooting on you. I'm gonna go coach him, Carl.
Do it. I don't know where he is. There he is. Against who?
He's down there.
Oh, I thought I got him.
That was good battle.
Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed what you saw, please hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, and the notification bell. And if you know of a paintballer that you think would be great to be interviewed, I want to know about it. Link them in the comments or hit me up on Instagram and let's get a talk so we can go ahead and get this interview scheduled and get you on Talk with OA4. That is still a really bad name.